Good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin with new information tonight about COVID-19 vaccines and Canada's plan to roll out the largest mass vaccination program in Canadian history. Health Canada could approve the first vaccine in 7 to 10 days. It's likely to be the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine. That's the first doses, enough to inoculate 3 million Canadians, could arrive from Pfizer in early January or sooner. It's the vaccine that must be kept ultra cold, so Pfizer will deliver it directly to 14 locations across Canada, where special freezers will be in place to store it. The government says it hopes to have those sites up and running by December 14th. Canada's Deputy Chief Public Health Officer says naming an exact date of when the first doses will be delivered is less important than being ready.
We shouldn't be so obsessed about the, quote, actual delivery of the vaccines themselves, the dates and so on. I think what's really important is the fact that we're planning, preparing, doing exercise so that once the vaccine actually technically arrives, then everyone will be ready.
Approving the vaccines is the role of Health Canada, as is deciding how many doses each region gets. It's expected they will be distributed on a per capita basis. It will be up to the provinces and the territories to actually administer the vaccines. Abigail Beeman explains what we know about the plans and what is still uncertain.
I kind of like the idea of being ready before the Christmas time frame, so that we're certain to be ready when it comes in January.
While none of the 4 vaccines under review has been approved, officials believe Pfizer will be first. That manufacturer will deliver the product directly to locations across the country. There are 14 being set up, and the Major General leading logistics says the goal is to have all 14 ready to go by December 14. There's a dry run happening Monday.
They execute the process of handling and ensuring that people are comfortable with this very unique requirements of handling a ultra-low temperature vaccine.
As for vaccine approvals,
we expect a decision soon, and certainly we expect it to be a favorable one. But in the meantime, we're not just sitting still and sitting on our hands.
Health Canada says it's still waiting on some key information from manufacturers, which could come as soon as Friday.
Part of that information is really around the manufacturing process and which specific lots may be destined for Canada. And it's really important that we get that information and we have good information about the quality assurance checks on those.
The military will be involved in the rollout, and a planning directive obtained by Global News says in order for the supply chain to be set and ready for delivery before the new year, they need vaccine approvals, the number of doses per province, and guidance about who gets the vaccine first. The chief of the defense staff calling for that by no later than early December. The government hasn't announced any of that, and it's December 3rd.
In the absence of clear answers in certain things, we always make assumptions and work on those assumptions and work to turn assumptions into facts.
The government is planning for 205 vaccine delivery points across the country, with provinces and territories deciding the specifics. Abigail Beeman, Global News, Ottawa.